They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 19.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got some more in you. 21. Yeah. Get it again.
Everything comes from the imagination. Well, I know one thing is I can make things happen.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Still to be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished.
If it was something that I probably was chasing, I would have never gotten it. If you chase something, then sometimes you never get it. If you put forth the work and all the attitude, next thing you know, it's bestowed upon you.
Before we get into the video, we have to realize only one thing. Only one thing. We have to realize our thoughts come to us. We can't produce our thought. Even though you're watching this video, if I asked you, what are you going to be thinking about 5 minutes from now? You can't predict those thoughts. They just come to you naturally, okay? So if we know this rule, the question is, how can we trigger thoughts that attract the life we want? How can we trigger thoughts that grant us more opportunities to get paid? How can we trigger more thoughts for us to become the best basketball player of all time? Before I get into the how we can trigger these thoughts to benefit us, how can we trigger thoughts that serve us, I'm going to tell you how this video is going to be structured. First, I'm going to give you guys practical advice. I'm not going to say no psychoanalytic, super pretentious, smart shit. I'm going to give you guys practical advice first. Actually, no. I'm going to give you guys an example, explain how that example works. That way you can apply it to your own example. My own personal experience. This is my journal right here. And a morning routine and a night routine. That's the structure. Now, let's start with the example first. When I said we trigger our thoughts, for example, right? If you're a basketball player, right? And a couple of games in a row, you've never been clutch, right? The moment you have in your mind, I'm not a clutch player, when it's time to hoop, when the game is on the line, those negative thoughts you had previously are going to come back. Our mind is so powerful. Our body and our subconscious is so powerful. If we say one thing, our body will listen to it. It will find clues. For example, that's just a clutch example, right? I know you've heard this example 1,000 times. I'm just repeating the example. If you heard it, good job. If you haven't, well, correct. Let's say before you start driving, I asked you, for every red car you see, I'm gonna give you $1,000. You would know how many red cars you see. Our mind works the same way. Our reality is based off our confirmation bias. So if we have negative thoughts, our mind will literally find situations to prove, yes, boss, your life is negative. Yes, boss, you're a loser. That's how our mind works. Same thing works on the opposite end of the spectrum. If we have positive thoughts, if we're grateful for things, our minds will find more things to be grateful for. That's how our mind works. So now the question is, how can we attract thoughts that serve us? It starts with doing the bare minimum. I'm going to skip between these topics, but I'm really going to start with the night routine. Now, your environment, the moment you wake up, whether you like it or not, your subconscious sees your environment. So if you wake up to a dirty room, it reminds your body of your old identity. You're a loser. You don't do what you say you're going to do. So what you're going to do is this. The night before, you want to make sure your room is clean. If you want to change and have this identity, if you want to become the best version of yourself, if you want to have a calm mind, anything you want, you can set yourself up for greatness by doing small steps and small wins that benefit you. So the night before, what you're going to do is this. You're going to clean your room. You're going to journal. You're going to write things that serve you. You have to ask yourself, if I want to become the best player, what would the best player be doing? Ask yourself that question. Would the best player be doom scrolling right now? Probably not. Would the best player be eating like garbage? Probably not. Would the best player be meditating right now? He probably would. Would the best player be visualizing right now? He probably would. Would the best player be writing affirmations? That was tricky, and I'm gonna tell you why with affirmations. I know these videos going left and right, but shit, we have no cuts here. Who cares? With the affirmations, yes, you can keep saying it. Yes, you can keep writing it. I'm living proof to it. Back in 2024, I wrote I'm gonna be a millionaire like 100 times every day, and I didn't see nothing change in my reality. Nothing changed. Now, does that mean I'm never gonna become one? No, necessarily. But as far as actively changing my reality, in the year of 2024, I didn't make any major strides. 2025, I did. And the reason being is affirmations. I'm gonna drink some damn water, so I ain't going for it. Let me get some water real quick. Hold on. The reason being is when you write these affirmations, what they don't tell you is if while you're writing it, you don't feel anything from writing it, it won't work. So if you're writing it and you have a straight face, or even if you're writing and you're smiling, if you don't have the feeling behind it, you won't remember it. I won't cap to when I was writing that shit, I remember writing it, but I don't remember feeling anything. The real secret is you have to feel it. You have to have an emotional charge. The moment you have the more intense the emotion is, the faster your reality will come. I'm gonna give you an example. For example, right? Back in 2025, like June, July type shit, right? I was at like 6K. I was 6K on TikTok, and I was trying to get to 10K. Mind you, my growth on TikTok, I've been doing TikTok since January 2025. So I'm on my 6th month of doing content creation. So I'm at 6K followers. And out of nowhere, something just clicked. I'm going to put up the week where I just started hooping. Like I had back-to-back bangers. Something clicked in the sense of I was working out one day. I swear to God, God can strike me down right now if I'm lying. I was working out one day. I was locked and I'm working out. And then I started realizing, like, when I was working out, I started visualizing, like, the me and my best self, like the best version of myself, right? And the more I visualized, the more I could imagine it, the more I could make it, the more it felt real, twin. I ain't gonna cap, like, I realized I was bullshitting with my life. Like, yes, I was producing content, but it's like I wasn't putting my best foot forward. Like, your body knows when you're bullshitting with your life. That's why people get depressed. That's why people don't be happy, because they're not living a fulfilled life. So boom, I ain't gonna front to it. So when I was imagining me at my best, like the best version of myself, me doing what I said I'm gonna do, me being disciplined, I realized I got disgusted. Like, for a split second, mentally, I was the best version of myself. I started realizing, why am I procrastinating? It's the equivalent to, let's say you're Bill Gates or you're Elon Musk. Let's say you're a super rich guy. If you put his mind inside a homeless person, it's going to be disgusting. It's like, damn, this is not me. Like I literally, I don't know what's it called, but it's like I had like my brain was like, what the fuck? Like, it was so bad too. And like, I was literally like, mind you, I don't cry too. I haven't cried in years. But on that week too, and I was like, I can't keep doing this to myself. It's like you just feel like you have to lock in type shit. No bullshit. Mind you, I haven't cried in years. So twin, I started tearing up because it's like, damn, I'm doing content, but I know there's another level of locking I can be, twin. So it's like I was crying at the fact that I can be better. Like for example, let's say you lose the game, but you gave your all. You could have won that game. You're gonna feel some type of way. You feel me? So it was the same thing with me, right? So mind you, this is before I knew how to attraction and like kind of like visualize shit, right? But that same week where I was like, damn, let me that same week where those emotions were super intense was the same week I damn near hit 10K. Like, no funny shit. All these years, like all these months, I've been getting like maybe 1,000 followers. But in that same month, I jumped from 6K to 10K. And peep this shit too. If you notice, the only reason I remember that event is because of how intense those emotions was. It's like I really, really felt like I'm doing enough. I'm doing better than most people as far as my discipline. But there's another level. And we've seen this shit across multiple athletes.
We call that being in the zone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You wish you can tap into that shit more often. That game I had in Boston, game 6, down 3-2, it got to a point where I was just out there trying shit. One leg off the wrong foot, bump fades off my right shoulder. I am not even a right shoulder bump fade guy. When it happened, you have no idea what is going on. Every time I was shooting, it just felt so perfect, and it was barely touching the net. Like going straight through like a bird, just go straight through the water. It's like one study that hasn't been tapped into.
It's all mental. Now, speaking of that, speaking of all mental, right? You have to start being aware of what's been normalized, right? Now, if you ask yourself, what are you doing? Let's say you want to be a day trader, right? If you ask yourself, what's normalized? What do I do on a day-to-day basis, right? Let's say you're a gooner. You goon, and it's normal, right? You goon, you give out your seed, you go to sleep, you wake up. You don't remember what you just going to. You wake up and you get right back on your phone. Where did you put your energy towards? You're releasing energy, and then you're putting your energy towards consuming content. So realize that's why gooning has been, I'm making a video on how to stop doing that shit. But that's why it's been so normalized, because it takes people from their real purpose. It's It's like you're being comfortable being inadequate. Like that's literally what it is. So that's why I said with the night routine, you want to write down things that will help you. So if let's say you're a day trader twin, let's say you want to move your folks out their house, whatever you want to do, make actionable steps. Like actually take actions, whether you're studying, whether you're researching. Let's say you do content, research on why your video flopped. Look at the average watch time. Look at the shares. Look at why you're not where you're at, because those steps will actively build you towards becoming the person. It's like working backwards, right? So the key with visualization is when you can actually feel an emotion with it, whether it's gratitude or any intense emotion, your reality is going to come way faster. So now I have a journal too, but I'm gonna look at my journal because I have more notes on there. So I also put this happened again too. Speaking of visualization, right? So back like last year of I think it was either December, November, I don't know. It was late last year. It was 2025, like December 2025. I'm in the Instagram group chat, right? It's this one nigga, E-Man Trap. If you watch the video, he wouldn't know. But it's this nigga named E-Man Trap, right? So mind you, I'm 5'10", twin, 5'10" barefoot. I fraud 6 feet, 6'1" if I'm on dating apps. Who cares? But I'm talking to niggas in the group chat, and I can windmill in Crocs, right? But I'm like, bro, I'm going to East Bay next week. No funny shit. That entire week, mind you, I ain't gonna fry. I'm human, twin. I'm not perfect. I'm no better than you, twin. But I was visualizing myself East Baying, like vividly, right? So when I windmill in Crocs off the dribble, I'm gonna put this video right here. When I windmill in Crocs off the dribble, 2 days later, I East Bayed. Everyone's seen this shit. That's my off the dribble too. I East Bayed, and it happened exactly how I visualized. Now, if you're wondering where's the video, I won't cap. I didn't record. I swear to God, but God can strike me down. God can strike me down right now. I East Bayed off the dribble. Hell of niggas seen that shit. I swear to God, in the same gym. But I didn't record it because I don't think I really. When I visualized, I didn't visualize myself being recorded. I visualized me hitting the dunk and being, excited type shit, right? So that's just a recent one. Another thing too, I know I'm yapping, but I'm just being real, like relatable. I'm just giving y'all my sauce, like my real life type shit. So one thing, if y'all notice too, like when the snowstorm happened, and I couldn't TikTok was kind of glitchy too. I noticed I felt kind of off, like I wasn't myself, but I couldn't really pinpoint what the hell was going on. And I noticed during that entire week, bro, I wasn't making any content, right? And remember when I told y'all, when you do an actionable step and then you go to sleep and wake up, you're thinking about what you just did. So in my case, when I would post a video at night and I would wake up, I'm already gunning to see the analytics and see what's going on. I'm already in content mode. I'm already thinking of the life I want to live. My first thought when I wake up is content. So this is also applicable to whether you're a hooper or whether let's say you want to be a chemist or a doctor. Mind you, my major used to be, I'm Nigerian, so I'm Nigerian, by the way. My major used to be chemistry, but I ain't gonna front, I never really fuck with that major. I ain't gonna front, you got me on camera. But I realized with the students in chemistry, like the niggas I was in class with, I realized what they probably would do is they'll probably study the night before and then wake up still thinking chemistry. You feel me? So they would pass the class because they would put belt to ass on that shit. Me, I wasn't the study type. I still passed the class though, but I would have had an easier time if I had put the amount of focus I put on content towards the chemistry or becoming a doctor, because that's what my parents want. How do you know how that should be? So I'm sad to say this, your night routine is very important because you have to catch yourself. When you first wake up, what are you seeing? The moment you're conscious of the unconscious, the moment you're aware of the habits that you weren't aware of before, I hear some shit, my fault. You weren't aware of before, you're one step closer to the reality you want to be at. So I'm looking at my journal again. I put the East Bay, I'm Nigerian. You're catching your self-limiting beliefs, morning routine, realization, feeling the secret. Yeah. I know I can look at the journal. This is my last point. You want to keep a journal because on some really real shit, when you're able to meditate, you're able to watch your thoughts, you're able to be conscious of the unconscious, especially if you're a content creator, you will have a million view video idea, but it'll get snatched by the some type of spirit, who knows, but you'll lose an idea. That's why you have to write that shit down the moment you get that shit. If you notice it, like I'm gonna put this clip here. If you notice, this nigga Michael Jackson even said this shit, right? The moment he got a thought, he had to act on it immediately because that nigga Prince was gonna do the shit he was thinking already.
But my favorite line, which he said to me and which we have in the Broadway show, is he would get inspiration in dreams. And he said, you know, God gave me this idea. And if I don't use it, God's going to give it to Prince.
Thoughts aren't our right. Like, it's not our privilege. The thoughts are there. If the thought come to you and you don't act upon it, it's going to go on to somewhere else. Nigga, look at me. I'm talking to you through a screen. Before this became a fucking phone or a screen, someone had the thought. The thought happens first. That's how it is. So I gave out the steps. We're going to do a review. You want a journal? You want to make a night routine, morning routine, even brush with your left hand if you're right-handed. Something that makes you aware of how you're living, making you conscious of the unconscious, basically. The biggest secret is if you visualize, if you meditate. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you how I meditate, and I'm going to tell you how to visualize. So with how you meditate, it's very simple, right? You're going to close your eyes, breathe in, exhale. Your exhale will be longer than your inhale, right? And the number one goal is just let the thoughts come. Just be aware. I know it's quiet. I'm hungry. That thought came. What time am I going to sleep? That thought came. When these thoughts come, you don't have to act upon it. Treat those thoughts as if they're like clouds in the sky, right? This will give you you'll be more peaceful after. Once you have those thoughts, once your mind is kind of clear and these thoughts are just coming and it's not really affecting you, it's like you can't let the thoughts rage bait you. Like, I'm mad about this. Or you have some trauma, because once that emotion rises up, you're building the negative frequency. Not negative frequency, but you're charging these negative thoughts, and it's gonna be like a feedback loop. You think of the negative thought, you feel an emotion. Now your day is bad. You think of the thought again, and it just keeps cycling. So once you're aware of these thoughts, you meditate. Now you can kind of visualize the life you want. When you imagine this life you want, imagine the feeling behind it. Once you're done visualizing, you'll feel better. You'll feel more uplifted. Your body will be primed to do things that will benefit you. If you want to live a certain type of life and you want to become, let's say, a doctor, or you want to become a day trader, it shouldn't be like an uphill battle. It shouldn't be that hard. It's only hard because you're carrying these thoughts that don't serve you. That shit made sense to him. That shit made perfect sense to him. So, oh yeah, one more thing too. Like when I did, when I know I'm yapping here, but twin, if you want to leave this shit, it's whatever. But when I first did my TikTok, twin, January 2025, all I did was just post one video a day, and that shit just stacked up. You don't have to post 10 times a day. Those videos I posted one video a day without me even realizing it, I would slowly start having the mind of a content creator. Like, I couldn't go one day without having a new idea come to me and me acting upon it. So now my morning and night routine would revolve around content. Same thing with you. If you're a hooper, every day, if you take whether you're visualizing every day, you're meditating every day, everything you do will start revolving around hooping. Kobe mentality, Mamba mentality. Look at Michael Jordan. If you're chasing something, it's running away from you. So to attract it, you have to become the person that deserves to get that shit. That shit make perfect sense. Regardless, my niggas, I want the best for y'all. If I can start making actionable steps, twin, you can too. We don't have 100,000 subscribers yet. We haven't made that shit yet, but we're gonna get there. And same thing with you. You're not where you want to be at yet. What's the way? If I can start, so can you. I believe in you, twin. Like, real shit. I want the best for you. I got to say, when I say helping you hoop, yes, it's for girls, but to get girls, you have to be at the best top physical condition. You have to be your best version of yourself. That's our goal. Regardless, my niggas, I love y'all boys. Join the Instagram group chat. Man, let's hoop.